What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Let's get this going. We got the music starting to vibe. Everybody hit that one in chat if you're feeling good. Hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. We're getting started here in a little under 15 minutes. Let's get the community chatting in here. Let's keep this community building. I love you guys. Cannot wait to break down these charts for you today. Are you feeling bullish? Are you feeling bearish? Let me know in the chat. We're gonna be getting going here in just a moment. Man, I'll tell you what, my arms are sore. I started getting in my full workout routine again. That way I don't have to do push-ups right before we go live on air. Been eating healthy, feeling good. Hope you all are taking care of yourself, your bodies, and your portfolios, because all this stuff ties together. What you do in one area, you do in all areas. So let's let crypto, let's let trading help us refocus in our whole life to keep things balanced so that we can dominate moving forward. I don't want to have a lot of money and no health. And I don't want to have all health and no money. Let's push this together, push this forward. It's roll call time, everybody. Throw in those lab coats, throw in those test tubes. Let's throw in some note of encouragement or positivity. What are you grateful for today? Where are you tuned in from? Let's get this community chat flowing. Let's tie this together because we're supposed to be a community of love and empowerment and learning. So shout out to everybody that's here in the room. I see Objectively, Real Reality, Objectively. We got Alexander G, Crimson Caravan Company. Who else we got? Red Elephant, Didi Reichars, Rafiq Ghafoor. You got the time right. That's right. Los Angeles, always waking up early. Alexander G, big shout out to you. Always doing all the time codes and everything. I appreciate you. I see you. Thank you very much. Didi Reichars says, grateful for this channel. Thank you very much. I'm grateful for each and every one of you. And Didi, I'm especially grateful for you. What is everybody thinking today? You think we are pushing up? Or do you think we're staying still in the same region? Do you think we're breaking down? Let me know your thoughts. We got Rock and Metal News. What's up? How you doing? Bitcoin is at the moment currently kind of breaking out of a bull flag. Does that mean we need to be looking to the stars? Do we need to hedge ourselves? Do we need to be looking for downside? What does the data say? We're going to be doing all TA today. Can you believe what we are hovering just below 35,000 after what felt like was going to be breaking back down? Man, good week for crypto, that's for sure. Alexander G says, hit that like button. We got about 25 people in the room, only 9 likes. You guys are the OGs. You guys are the true troopers here early. Every one of you needs to hit that like button, get that engagement up. It lets YouTube know to show this to more people so we can build this community and keep the lights on. Thank you all for being here. Maybe a Band-Aid. I believe it was you yesterday. Dropped $10 in the chat, super chat. Special shout out to Maybe a Band-Aid. I see you. I feel you. Thank you so much. What y'all think of a 618 retrace? Gonna hold? Well, let's take a look at that for sure as well. Blue skies, what's up? Lab coats in the house. I see you. Matt C, how you doing? I love coming in here early, getting the music flowing, being here with all of you here in the chat. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't yet. I love being able to see what you guys are typing, what you're feeling, and being here together. We're doing this. I love seeing this chat flowing, everybody getting engaged. I'm not the only one up here working. We're doing this together. That's what this is all about. This is a community, and I love each and every one of you. We are all one, says Rock and Metal News. I agree. Let's do this together. This music gets me hype in the morning. I hope you guys enjoy it. I love you. We're about to get started. So everybody hit that like button. We only got 11 likes. We got 25 people in the room, 28 people. Every one of you hit that like button. We're about to get this going. Get ready to break down the charts. We're looking at all TA today, this morning. I'm not going to be doing Discover Crypto this afternoon or after this. So we're going to be doing all TA, Bitcoin and alts. We're going through it all today, baby. What's up, everybody? Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Welcome to the BitLab Academy daily stream, 10 a.m. Eastern time every day. Yes, we've had some changes in times, but we got to adapt or die. That's what these markets are about. We got a lot cooking in the background here with BitLab Academy, here with Discover Crypto, here with Hit Network. And my job, my only job is, regardless of anything else going on, my job is to be here with you and help hold your hand and help you hold my hand, hold my pocket, so we can push through these markets, break down the tools, break down the strategies, break down what the hell is going on in these markets so that we can have a fighting chance, so that we have an edge, so that we can be profitable in these markets. I see all of you in the house right now. I want every single one of you, whether or not you did it pre-stream or not, it's roll call time. Every one of you throw in the lab coats. Let's get this vibe and let's start our days off together with just an uplifting bang. Let's do this together. Everybody, my name is Kellam. If this is your first time, I can guarantee you it's not going to be your last time. But my question for you right now, ask yourself this. This is very important. Have you hit that like button? Are you subscribed? Have you dinged the bell? As you can see, there's a lot of shorts we're putting out regularly as well. Just little tidbits from old interviews, from old streams. Just trying to make sure we're getting the word out there as much as possible, as often as possible, giving little nuggets of wisdom, keeping people engaged with the way they can think about these markets so they can dominate what's going on. I love you all. I appreciate you. Without any further ado, it's time to get involved in the charts. What's going on here? Of course, everybody's seeing this. Anybody that's been watching BitLab Academy or is in BitLab Academy, an alumni, or just a viewer here on the channel, you should be seeing this bull pennant that we see right here. Boom, boom, boom. We have the flag and we have the pennant structure right here. We are breaking out. Does this mean that it's absolutely a bull pennant? One of the things we have to notice within ourselves is you can't want for a pattern to come true. We have to let the chart dictate what's going to happen. So could this be a bull pennant? Yes. Is it absolutely a bull pennant? We will find out on whether or not this ends up being a double top or a consolidation. Because remember, if we zoom out on this, look at what happened right here. Very large push, bull pennant, small push up, and then sideways price action. We zoom back a little bit further, similar. Push up, bull pennant. Neither one of these achieved the target That would be the target there. Look at what happened. Did not get to the target. Now we got a lot of the way there with this wick here. Similarly, if we come over here, let's go ahead and zip this back just a little bit. Actually, it wouldn't be there. It would be right over here. There we go. Pull this right over here. This bull pennant right here. I just want you to notice, although this may break to the upside, it may not achieve the full target from what that pattern suggests. So if we come over here, let's delete this, too much noise on the chart. If we come just like this and we move this all the way over to where we're at right now, we are looking at the 2-hour chart, coming all the way over here. Okay, let's see what happens here. Oh, look at that, about the same exact size. It's a little bit different, but does this mean, we see a bull pennant, does this mean that we have to ultimately look for this target? Look exactly where this target takes us. This target takes us to 37,900, actually a little bit higher than that, 39,000. I didn't even see that this went through there. $39,000. Does this mean because we have a target, we have a bull pennant, and it's breaking out, we go all in, we go 100x because Kelly said a bull pennant breaks out this way 70% of the time, and it's starting to break out, so I'm throwing my entire house, my entire life savings on this move. That's not what we do. That's how you get wrecked. This suggests that this is possible. However, we know that we have, let's go ahead and go to a little bit larger time frame. We have this previous low right here that's intersecting right where we rejected from just a few days ago. I think it was about 2 days ago. And we're pushing right back up into the zone. Not only do we have this intersecting, but we also have this diagonal level of resistance, the point from which we broke down from. Similarly, the point at which we bounced. Similarly, the point at which we bounced. Similarly, the point at which we broke out from to the upside. So this is a very powerful line. Let's actually make this line just so we know it's more important. Let's make it very bright. Let's make this solid. And now we can see this is a point. Look at that. This is a point that we need to really pay attention to. We are right at this level. So do we just say, hey, man, Kelly, you said bull pennants break out to the upside? Yes, they typically do. It doesn't mean they always will. In fact, what could be very likely happening here, and I'm not saying this is happening, what could be very likely happening here is a push out to the upside deviation and then a move to the downside to clear that liquidity and then a move to the upside. Watch out for this move. This does not mean don't take the trade. In fact, if you took this on the aggressive stance, you're already in this trade. That means you took the breakout here. That's aggressive. If you're more patient, trying to make sure that you can make the most out of this market, then you will not have been in this trade of the break of the bull pennant. Why do I say this? Let's get down to the 24-minute, because what we would be looking for here, if you're trying to make the most of your capital and make it go a long way and be a little conservative, and then what we were really looking for here is a pullback somewhere in this region and then a break back up. And in this case, I wouldn't even trade the breakout of this level. I would trade the break of this level right here because regionally they are so close together. You don't want to trade this when you have a large level of resistance just above it. And similarly, this level right here looks like it's right about the same level as this high right here. And again, we have this high to contend with, but this is a lot less contentious because it's not tied up with, regionally where another key level of resistance or support is. So this is what we want to do. We want to slowly let the chart dictate what the best move is. Now we have a general framework based on what a bull pennant is, and golly, it feels good. If you feel good with the market hovering around 35,000, throw a 1 in chat. It feels good. But don't let the feeling of, man, the market feels good, don't let that put you in a situation that you put the cart before the horse and you get wrecked. We don't want to do that. Now, will you miss a little bit of the move if this does chop around and push past us? Sure. But I would rather miss a little bit of the move and be able to catch the meat of more moves regularly so I can stack profits over time. That's the name of this game. This market moves enough that we don't have to catch every 0.1 percentage point of every move. Slow down. Special forces, military. I was in a special ops unit in the Air Force. And then I was training for another, a deeper one when I had my accident back in 2003. That's a whole nother story. But the point being here, there is a motto in the Special Forces, and it is slow is smooth, smooth is fast. That's what you want to do with these markets. You don't need to jump in just because we absolutely, just because we broke a line. We want to make sure we let the market dictate where the probabilities lie. And even within those probabilities that we're stacking in our favor, we want to make sure that we are using our risk management, using stop losses, and sticking to the plan. So in this case right here, let's go ahead and zoom out. We're zoomed in right now, and I want to see, we got quite a few people in the room right now. Everybody hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, ding the bell. We got $2 super chat. Who is that from? Let's see. Maybe a Band-Aid said, Kelly, did you do your push-ups yet this morning? You know what? I talked about it earlier. You must not have been here, and that's okay. I did not do my push-ups. You want to know why? Because I have an entire new health and life and everything regimen I stepped back into. I have an exercise plan I'm doing throughout the week, so I don't have to do it the second before I go on air, and I'm out of breath when we start. So I'm building it into my lifestyle. I'm bringing balance back. You know what? Justin Timberlake might have been bringing sexy back, but I'm bringing balance back, okay? That's what these markets are about. Can you find balance between taking risk and conservatively protecting the assets that you have? This is also why we talk about splitting up your portfolio from a trading portfolio and a long-term portfolio. As you have your smaller allocation, let's say 15%, maybe 10%. If you're more aggressive, maybe 20%. It all depends on what your experience level is and how much time you have to be in the charts trading. And taking that trading portfolio, and every time, these are smaller time frames. These are looking at, you're looking at 12 hour as your macro, and looking at 4 hour, 1 hour, 24 minutes for your setups and pulling the trigger. And as you're taking profits, you always split up your profits. 30% of your, and you can figure out how you want to do this, but I do 30% of my profits into cash for live spending. I put 30% into my long-term HODL portfolio, and I have a 30% profit increase in my trading portfolio. So all aspects of my life, from my long-term vision, my current need to spend money, and my ability to have more money to trade, to grow alongside all of this, you're putting boundaries and a strategy around the way in which you're making money so that you can also have more capital to make more money, but also have more capital to live. That's what this is about. And you're taking advantage of those longer term plays. So when we're looking at this chart, yes, there's a bull flag. On the 24-minute, arguably, this did break out and came back and retested, but this is all going to be subject to where you draw the line. We kind of go like this, bring it in a little bit. It looks like we did push up, come back and retest. It's also why it's good to look at different time frames. So now we are finding some trouble in this zone on the 24-minute. Let's go ahead and look down here on the BitLab trend fuel. It looks like we have a descending trend line. What do I mean? On the stochastics, look at this, rejection, rejection. If we really zoom in on this, rejection, this is, it's not the best trend line because this didn't make it all the way up, but we can see if this is a trend line like this, then we want to see when the stochastics roll over, does it find support here, or is a trend line something like this? As it stands right now, this is high, lower high, it's still a lower high. If we cannot break past this high right here, then it does look like there's weakness coming into the market and it may be coming down. Now, we did have the money flow. Look at this. This is a 24 minutes, so this is a very small time frame. Money flow did come into this move, and it's slowly coming out. The question is going to be, is it going to revert and start money coming back in? Well, we're seeing a lot of choppiness with news and all these different things. Let's go ahead. There we go. So on the 1 hour, the money flow is moving up. 4 hour, what does the 4 hour look like? We're looking specifically at the BitLab trend fuel, and we can see money flow coming up. But what do we notice here? Is this trend going to roll over? As it stands right now, we're looking a little bit, I don't want to say bullish or bearish. We're looking a little uncertain because it looks like some things need to cool off. Now on the 4 hour, what I want you to notice here, the 4 hour, we see the stochastics, which is this orange line. as coming down and resetting quite low. Let's look relatively in the past, very recent times. Each time, what we're going to do, we're going to mark right here. I'm going to do option V. I'm going to do option V. I'm going to do, this gets pretty low here, option V. This gets pretty low here, option V. Let's look at what the price does each time, those stochastics. We're looking specifically at the stochastics. Okay, this time it pushed up about 2% over the period of time, up about 3%. Not much juice. Okay, this time this didn't get all the way down. This got down to 47. You see, this is where I'm looking at the percentage here on the right. This got down to about 47. It did find support there, and the RSI was pushing up. Do you see how this led the stochastics? This was indicating that there was some strength there. The strength was coming in as price was going flat. Strength coming in before the move. We want to look for these things. Now, right here, stochastics fully reset. Look at this. If we look at this right like this, look at this option V, RSI came down, bounced right at the 50 line. On the 4-hour, when your RSI is pulling back and it finds support regionally, let's say 47 to 50% mark, that means that the market is generally, the strength level is generally bullish. So, okay, yes, we did see the the RSI pull back into the zone, but it bounced right at the 50 mark. And it led the stochastics before pushing up. We see a flip of the money flow. Money flow comes in very strong. So this is a marker right here. Let's go ahead and click right here. Oops, my bad. Double click. So right here, look at this. This is where the true move started. Right when the RSI did push up, got up to this level, got a little bit of a rejection, small pullback. And on this small pullback, the RSI found support at the 50 line. This is when the narrative changed, because all back here, look at this. Every time the RSI is pushing up, it's getting rejected, it's pushing up, rejected, pushes up, comes down, finds support to stay bullish. The stochastics fully reset all the way down here. And the money flow, AKA what waters the grass, AKA the fuel in the car, starts. It says, hey, man, we're all fueled up. We have fuel in the thing. The tires are changed. The strength is there. And this is where the move really started. Now, you could argue this is where the move started, but this is speculative because this finds support here and pushes up, finds a rejection. This is where the move starts because look at this trend line. If we zoom out, let's go to the 8-hour. If we zoom out, look at how far back this trend line goes from here to here, here, and then boom, right here is where we broke out. Now let's go ahead and delete all of these lines that we just put in there. And we see that the move that we were waiting for had all the components that we were looking for. Now, we did not, actually, let me turn on the signals here. Look at that. We had two bullish divergences. We had the stochastics bullish divergence on balance volume. And then right after that, RSI bullish divergence and money flow, along with this momentum wave shooting to the upside right here, option V. Look at this. This is where it eclipses, starts moving up. And we see all these green bars here on the BitLab Trend Fuel suggest, if I double click on this, the reason these turn green is it means there's a lot of underlying buying volume, a lot of buying pressure underlying, as well as the money flow coming in as well. The stochastics are already angled up. The RSI is already angled up. Great. So we're seeing everything we want to see right there. Did I just switch? There we go. There we go. Boom. Now, momentum's rolling up. Money flows up, stochastics are up, that cool off I was talking about. But then on this bounce right here, look at this. Look at where this bounces. The trend changed because now this is finding support on the 20 moving average. Doesn't even come down and touch the AV, the weekly VWAP, this yellow line. Doesn't even go down to the trend signal line. It finds support above the dynamic support cloud right in here, this dynamic support zone. Finds support, boom, pushes up, finds support. And the weekly VWAP comes all the way up into the zone as well. A lot of support in here. Rockets up. See what happens now. Now, are we going to get a pullback into the zone? As it looks right now, it's looking like it's trying to push higher. Now, on this push higher, look at this. A lot of buying volume, a lot of green here on the trend fuel. There's a little bearishness, though, in the signals. Now, What do we make of this? Well, we make of this that we have this key trend line that this has been determinant for very strong bounces of support. This is the key point in which we broke down from. You see how strong this support is? Boom, right off of it. Here, when we fall straight down. So this suggests that this is a very, very key sort of level that we need to pay attention to, in addition to the fact that we have this horizontal line of resistance right in this zone. Let me go ahead and make sure we got, okay. Boo, 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 boo. All right, just looking at everything here. So on the break of this bull pennant, if this is a bull pennant, remember, we don't want to jump the gun and just jump in just because we broke, let's go down to the 1 hour, just because we broke out of this pennant. We have a key level right above us. So it is bullish, yes, that we broke out of this bull pennant. However, we have this key zone right in here. So I'm kind of tempted to even look at this. Oops. I'm kind of tempted to even look at this more, I don't want to say respectably, kind of more like this with the candle bodies like this. Now, if I make this, let's go ahead and make this a bit brighter. Boom. Let's make this blue. There we go. And let's make it lighter, actually. Boom. And so going from these zones right in here, we can see in this case, we have not broken this zone yet. And regionally, this is a critical zone that we need to pay attention to. 34.6, 34.7. If we do it right here, 34, let's call it 34.7. In reality, what I would really be looking for is this zone right here, this 34.8 level. So regionally in here, there's going to be a high likelihood, if we do not break through it, I should say, high likelihood that there is a trap environment, because this is such a bullish setup that everybody can see. And we're at a key level below that 36,000 mark. And we're right in the zone. I do not want to just jump in on leverage because we break this zone. We got to be careful, especially with where we're at before this bull market truly starts. If you did not watch, by the way, coming over here, come over down to Discover Crypto. If you did not watch this video right here, go and watch this video. This halving video, I break down basically why the Bitcoin halving is important and how it allows you to see where you're at in the market cycle so you don't get caught in traps, so you don't trade away capital before the biggest move, likely the most meaningful, the most important move in this market, which is post-halving, especially because we have all these Bitcoin spot ETFs that are likely going to be approved, within a month or two of that happening. Bitcoin halving is supposed to be on schedule to be somewhere around mid-April. The spot ETFs en masse are likely going to be approved. Who knows if they are or not, but the speculation from all the top analysts out there and people that understand this suggests that it's likely going to happen sometime around the first Q1 of 2024. Now, could it happen before that? Absolutely. Is it likely? I think the likelihood is much stronger. It's going to be sometime between January and the end of February, which would be about a month and a half before the halving. So don't go leverage long just because we break this out and get liquidated just before we're about to have the most important move in history, because nobody knows how Bitcoin is going to perform with the exposure and the access and the on-ramp to Bitcoin like we've never had before, with institutions, with retail, with pension funds, with sovereign wealth funds. These ETFs changed the game. So you see a bullish pennant. That does not mean go on. It means we have a suggestion something's likely, but hedge yourself and wait for the confirmed move. Let's go ahead and look at some other stuff. Ethereum, how's Ethereum doing? Who out there, if you're not holding Bitcoin, or even if you are holding Bitcoin, who out there has more Ethereum than Bitcoin in their portfolio? Let me know right now. By the way, we still have got about a little under 100 people, only 30 likes. What am I doing wrong here, baby? Everybody hit that like button. Help the engagement on this channel. You're not doing it for me. You're doing it for all of crypto. It lets YouTube know you like crypto content. So if you want your portfolio to go up, hit that like button. It helps the entire community. Now, looking at this, we got a very similar setup. We have this sort of bull flag-esque sort of setup, but we do have, look at this, M formation, lower low, lower high. Now, this is going to be, it happens somewhat regularly when you're seeing a bull flag. Are we somewhat breaking out of this? Yes, you could draw this a couple different ways. But again, if we zoom out on this, let's go to the 8-hour, zoom out. We have this key level. I'm actually going to do it just like this. Look at this, key level, previous lows. So what we've ultimately done with Ethereum is push up to the previous lows. If you haven't been paying attention to dominance, if you haven't been paying attention to the ETH BTC pair, maybe you think Ethereum had a great pump. Well, it had a good pump, but when we're looking at it in relationship to how the other assets that may be safer like Bitcoin have performed, it's not doing as well. Because look at this pump. It didn't even really eclipse the previous lows. This is the area, right in this regionally from 1820 up to about 1820 up to 2000. This area is going to be interesting. Are we going to rocket through it? Are we going to pull back? As it stands right now, Ethereum did not perform as well as Bitcoin in that previous pump. And it makes sense because because Bitcoin is the asset that has all these huge interest from institutions, from spot ETFs, and everybody's kind of trying to front run that news. Where are the sellers coming from? There's not many sellers out there in Bitcoin anymore. So we do have a bit of a bull flag, but we're performing a little weaker than we saw with Bitcoin. Now, we see, look at this bearish signal right here. We got the stochastics angle down. We have the RSI angle down. It's still above 50, so there is a chance here. But if I had to guess, I think Bitcoin's likely, barring some other huge news for Ethereum, Bitcoin's probably going to be outperforming Ethereum for the near future. We're going to have moments of uncorrelation where Ethereum actually starts performing well. But the time before the halving and a little bit post-halving is going to be Bitcoin's time. And then after all that capital and risk comes back in the market, people say, yeah, Bitcoin is performing well. That provides confidence to the rest of the crypto market. And then as Bitcoin pushes up, people rotate their capital out of taking some of the profits off their Bitcoin investments and start pumping it into altcoins. Because the people pumping altcoins right now are people that don't understand how capital flows in this market. So make sure you check yourself before you wreck yourself, and step away from your ego about which coin you want to pump because you hold it. Because let me say this real quick. Because you hold a coin does not make that coin better than another coin. There's so many people in this market that say, oh, this coin's great, your coin sucks. And they know nothing about the coin they're even holding. They just talk shit because that's the coin they hold. Let's not be that type of person. Let's be the type of person that understands what the hell is going on in this market so that we can dominate. Otherwise, the market will dominate us. So right here, the time right now is Bitcoin's time. If you are holding a mixed portfolio of different assets, that's all well and good. Hold some Bitcoin, hold some Ethereum, hold some Cardano or AVAX or Near or Quant. But make sure, my recommendation is you hold it the size of the percentage amount in the pie graph, of your portfolio. And I'm going to do a whole video on this, maximizing your portfolio for profits and for safety and for risk. You want to take risk, yes, but you want to do it in a hedged way where you still are heavily weighted into the safer assets. So when we're looking at Ethereum, it is looking like it's about to break out, but we can also look right here, ETH BTC. If we pull this up just like this, we can see this is Ethereum, how it's performing against Bitcoin. Does this look like if Bitcoin is going to make you more money, I don't care what other asset I'm holding. I want to make more money with the best asset, especially if it is more risk adjusted. Does that mean I don't like alts? No, I love alts. But my long-term portfolio is set. I don't do anything with it. My short-term portfolio, the stuff that I am allocating into for this next bull market, it makes sense to me if I want, for instance, let's say quant. If I want quant, then I also want to have as much of it as possible, and I want my capital to work for me. So when I look at this chart with Ethereum, a good metric on what's going on with the altcoin market, because the large majority of every altcoin out there is built on Ethereum. Some, yeah, of course, some aren't. But this is a good metric for what you're seeing within the altcoin space. If I want a lot of quant, if I want a lot of AVAX, if I want a lot of GRT, then why not also pay attention to where capital is flowing in this market and understand, looking at this Bitcoin chart, Bitcoin, if Bitcoin is set up for the current time being to be performing better than these other alts, then I could put my trading capital more focused in this area because it's going to make more money. And then as I take profits on Bitcoin along the way, I can rotate it into the alts I want. That's how you do it. I love each and every one of you. I want each and every one of you to succeed. I don't want you to be struggling at the end of this bull market going, golly, I made some stupid decisions. You know why? Because I made some really stupid decisions. I lost almost $100,000 in 2 trades about 4 years ago. I did the math on that, on the 2 assets I was holding when I did that. Had I just held it, it would have been worth, I think it was like $6.5 million. Just had I just held those 2 positions. But I'm an idiot because I'm just an idiot. But I learned from it, and that's what this channel is about. Preventing you from stepping in your own forest fire. Because you know why? Only you can prevent forest fires in your portfolio. I want you to succeed. So everybody get involved. We're here every day, 10 a.m. Eastern time here on BitLab Academy. If you haven't yet, make sure you check out bitlabacademy.com right here. Join us here. There's an enroll button right up here. If this is the first time you come to the page, you can also start for free. You can join for free today. All you got to do is come here, click on that button, get into the free portion of the Academy, get involved in our Discord. There's been some great calls in here lately. If you're not checking out what John Dalton, he's one of our, basically the top pro trader in our Discord here in BitLab Academy. You get access to that, all of our entire VIP Discord, premium Discord when you become a BitLab member. We even have stock trades in here. We got macro stock news. We got VIP charts, chart requests, gym calls, scalps. We got it all. Get involved. If you haven't yet, head over to twitter.com/@BitLab, at KELOY, join me there. And of course, Twitter right here at Academy BitLab. But you know what we got to do? We got to do a giveaway. So everybody, if you haven't yet, we're going to draw 2 giveaways today. Everybody head to BitLab Academy's page at Academy BitLab. Retweet this, hit the like button. I'm going to draw from today and from yesterday. I'm going to do 1 month free membership for BitLab Academy. And yes, Cade Pulliam, I see you in here. Crimson Caravan Company, I see you in here. I'm knocking out all those free memberships from winners today. So you are going to be taken care of. But right now, head over to BitLab Academy. I'm going to draw from yesterday's and today's. It's going to be 2 1-month free memberships. It gives you all access to our Academy as well as the Discord. And by the way, the indicators that we show, if you want to get access to those, you can come over here, indicators, BitLab Trading Stack. You can still use Give Me 30% off your first month. Get involved. Easiest way to participate in your own education so that you can dominate in this next bull market cycle and also help the channel keep the lights on. I love you all. Let's go ahead and do the drawing giveaway. It's a comment picker. I almost forgot again today. There's just so much. Boom, right here. Okay, now let's go ahead, come over here. Oh, let's go right here, actually. Okay. Before you go, girl, let's give you some more, girl, yeah. Okay, let's do comment picker, random comment picker X. Now, we are doing yesterday's first 1 month giveaway for BitLab Academy All Access. Going right now, copy link, boom. Let's go ahead and log it in. How do you do Twitter? Twitter picker, boom. Twitter pickup. Log in with X. Let's do it. Let's log this shit in. Authorize app, let's do that. All right, link to your tweet, boom. And let's see, Twitter must like, boom. Get Twitter data. Got it. Now let's go ahead and where's the start button? Boom, there's 1 month free BitLab All Access. Who got it? Cade Pulliam, you know what? You're getting the 3 months, so I'm going to send you a piece of merch for this instead. We're going to draw one more. That way you'll get you're getting the 3-month BitLab Pro and send you some merch. But Cade, you're the lucky one in here, man. You're the lucky one. Do Moz 86, Alexandra G or Alex Green, can you guys send me? Can you guys send me, what do you call it? The name here so I can make sure they're all connected. Reach out to us in the Discord. Get involved in the Discord. And we're going to cross-check you with Twitter to make sure it's the right person. And let's do one more giveaway right here real quick so we can get on with the rest of our day. I love y'all. If you haven't yet, make sure you go check out Discover Crypto. They are going to be breaking down the news. We got Joshua Jake in there. We love bringing him in on all this stuff. Such a smart guy. So let's go ahead and do one more giveaway. BitLab All Access. Bit Voodoo, we got you. Yes, we do. We're going to take care of you right there. Get involved in the Discord. Let us know what's going on. I love you all. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Again, if you haven't yet, check out bitlabacademy.com. Get involved and check out, if you're watching anywhere else, youtube.com/@bitlabacademy. I love you. That's all I got. I hope you all have a wonderful day. That's it. Adios. Adios, muchachos. Thank you for coming. Thank you for always tuning in. The bitlabacademy.com. Hit that like button, sucker.